This is the 2020 Omni BB35. The BB35 is the newest diesel Class C bunkhouse built by THOR Motor Coach. The BB35 comes in at 36 feet 8 inches long and 12 feet 6 inches tall. What makes the Omni BB35 so special is it is built on the Ford F550 chassis, which houses a 6.7 Power Stroke turbo diesel engine that lets out 330 horsepower and 750 pound-feet of torque. And the right configuration, that powertrain in this truck can tow almost 16,000 pounds, which is massive. But it's not just muscle that makes this motorhome special. There are a lot of luxury features which we're going to go into and you're going to see later on in this video. To start, we've added a more aggressive body kit to the cab up front by adding on a new bumper and fender package while still keeping on the stock chrome bumper from Ford for safety. Now your side view mirrors on this are absolutely massive. They're power adjustable, heated, and manual fold, and I don't think you're going to have any issues seeing down the side of your coach because we extend the mirrors outward, giving you a great field of view. But even if you are intimidated, we've made side view cameras standard, so whenever you engage your blinker, your blind spot is displayed on your rear view mirror. Up front, you're going to have a one-piece molded fiberglass cap, which protects the entire front portion of the motorhome from all of the elements. But we've also integrated a curved fiberglass wing wall, which eliminates all of the drag while you're driving because all the wind rolls off the side, unlike conventional Class C's that act like a sail, slowing you down. A lot of that has to say with why customers are saying this is the coolest ride and drive they've experienced on a motorhome. And especially with that 6.7 Power Stroke, you can go 65, 70 miles uphill and not lose any power. Now we have two paint schemes on the Omni. You have the Madeira Canyon, which you see here, but you also have the Sahara Slate, which integrates more blues, silvers, and blacks. This being one of our higher end models, you're going to have frameless windows, which allow you to open the windows outward, not allowing any rain to come in. But it protects the seals, which are usually around the perimeter of the windows. These seals are going to be underneath the window, so that way they're not exposed to the elements, the wind, the rain, the sun, which would break those down where you need to replace them. Now they're protected, you're not running into that issue. Now we've added on the double door barn door storage compartments. This allows you to put in bulkier items with ease. It's very comfortable coming in here and putting items in and out. But you'll notice this is a rotocast storage compartment. So it's a spun plastic, so it's very durable. But what you're not going to get is any mold, any mildew, or any rust like you're normally going to get with storage compartments that are made of metal and they have carpeting, which basically is going to get a lot of rust and dew and just get all gunky. Where this, if it ever gets dirty, you got drain holes to where you just take a garden hose, wash it out, drain it out. Plain and simple. We've also added in LED lighting against the motorhome on your awning, so you have a great lighting if you have a campsite set up out here. But your entertainment center is going to be a 32-inch flat screen TV that is on a mount and pops out on a swivel. So no matter where you have your campsite set up, you can see. But that does have a Bluetooth soundbar. Now that has Bluetooth so you can hook up your phone. It is connected to the TV. You got aux capabilities in AM and FM. All of our baggage doors are going to be a side hinged and a slam latch. So it is extremely easy to open and close these doors. And as a higher end feature, where normally a lot of motorhomes, they have a lot of rotary hinges and trailer doors where they open up and down and it's just inconvenient. This also has pass-through storage in several areas, allowing you to put longer items such as paddles, lawn chairs in extremely easily. LED lighting in all of our storage bays, and it's one touch. None of these lights are going to have switches. So before you even leave your motorhome, you hit one button, all your cargo lights go on, and they are on a timer, so they will shut off automatically. And through the cell phone app, you can also program that on your phone. Just hit one button, all your lights go on. You have an LP exterior quick connect, so if you have a gas grill, you can plug it in right there and it goes directly to your LP tank. Now the BB35 and the SV34 both come standard with outside kitchens. That's going to give you a mini fridge, a sink, outlets, and more drawer and cabinet space for any utensils or paper plates that you might want. Gravity fill for your water. Now on the back end here, just like the front side, we have a one-piece molded fiberglass rear cap. Now what that is going to do is protect the entire rear side of the motorhome and gives you an extremely sharp look as opposed to a lot of traditional hung walls that you see with a little bumper on the back end. So this is extremely sharp, and you'll notice you get large windows on the back side, allowing a lot of natural light into the bedroom, giving you a great feel when you're in that bedroom itself. But up top, you've got your side view or your rear view mirror. You got your raised chrome badging. And most importantly, you have your 10,000-pound trailer hitch. Now that's what makes this motorhome so unique and why these Super Cs are so popular, is anyone who has a boat or stock cars, horses, you have the capability to actually bring those with you on your trip and not be freaking out whether you're over limits, whatever, because the vehicle itself can handle 15.5 and the hitch is rated to 10,000. Now coming around the side, here you can see in the rear storage compartment. And here you have your 50 amp service connection as with your cable connection. City water hookups. Now, the Omni is going to give you best in class fuel capacity. And that gives you 68 gallons of capacity for your fuel. That works off of two tanks. You have a front tank, which holds 28 gallons, and you have a rear tank, which holds 40 gallons. Your engine's going to pull from the front tank first, so it reaches a third of a tank. It's going to switch over to the rear and then go back to the front. And it's going to switch over automatically, which is extremely convenient. So here's your rear fuel fill for your rear tank. And here we can see our drain outlets. And it's extremely easy because we have this swivel head. So when you're done dumping, you can swivel it up. That way you don't get any drippage. And even if you do get drippage, you have your outside shower right here where you can just wash out this entire area because it is made out of rotocast plastic to where you can just wash everything out with ease. Now all of your holding tanks are going to be heated. Moving further down, we have your mid storage compartment, which is a partial pass-through. We also have your front fuel tank fuel point right here. Then coming up, we've added in the tankless water heater. It is a Gerard tankless water heater, and how this works as opposed to traditional 6-gallon or 10-gallon water heaters where you heat up 6 or 10 gallons of water and you only use 2 or 3 gallons, you just wasted all that LP. This, you turn this system on right here. You have a module in the bathroom you turn on, set your temperature. Whenever you turn on your hot water, it heats it up to the temperature you set it at. And when you turn it off, it's done. So it saves a ton of LP. The Omni has a 6,000 watt Cummins Onan diesel generator, which runs off of the front fuel tank. Then up front here, you're going to notice you have your DEF fuel point. And this comes standard with a 4-point hydraulic leveling system. So that's the motor for the leveling system right there. And also 68.2 pounds of LP. Now that we've seen the exterior, let's take a look at the interior of the Omni BB35. And where I want to start is actually the cab over bunk, because one of the coolest features in this is the front windshield up here. And with one touch of this Bluetooth panel, you open up the power shade and you get this phenomenal view of whatever's in front of you. So whether you're sleeping at night and you want to look up at the stars, or if you're pulled up to an event and you don't want to leave the comforts of your motorhome, you get this great viewing angle of whatever is in front of you. You also have more windows on the side for viewing, but we've added in LED lightings up there as well as we have these blue accent lightings on both sides, which gives you a cool feel whether you want to have some friends over and just have a different setting. It's a really cool feature that we've added in. Now your TV is mounted right here. You just loosen the mount on the back end, the TV swivels out, giving you a great field of view no matter where you are in the motorhome. And coming over to the living area, we have this extremely plush and comfortable sleeper sofa. Has 3 seat belts, but what I really like about it is these armrests that extend up, so that way your arm is at a great angle and it's not hanging down too low. It's extremely comfortable, but at the end of the day, when you are tired, this does convert into a bed. And then on top of that, we do have the 5-foot windows, which allows a ton of natural light in here, so you never get claustrophobic because you got windows on both sides and everywhere in this motorhome. A lot of those luxury items we talked about is all of your cabinets are going to be a solid wood. This is our Pacific cabinetry, which is the darker cabinetry. We also have the new Amherst cabinetry, which is our lighter. But it is all going to be a raised panel and finished with a high gloss. And what you're really going to like is whenever we open our cabinets, you have no centerpiece right here, which obstructs items that you're putting in. It's extremely easy to get things in and out. We also have a broom closet right by the entry, so if you have a coat or a broom or anything you want to store, you have that capability right there. And a few things I want to hit on down here is this coach is solar prepped. So you have the solar controller right there. As is, it is wired, so you have wiring from that controller up to your roof. You've got mounting for a panel, and you have plugs. So all you need to do is mount a panel, plug it in, and you're good to go. You also have our 1800 watt inverter controller right there, and the main power button. So you hit that button, you get power from your house batteries, and you can turn the lights on. Now, this coach does come standard with a 4-point hydraulic leveling system. So your controls for that are right here. How that works is you turn the ignition on, have the parking brake engaged, then you turn this system on. Turn it on here. All you have to do is hit auto. And when you hit auto, the jacks go down and level the coach automatically. But if you don't want to do that, you want to manually set it, you just hit the manual button there and manually hit side to side, leveling your coach. And when you're done, all you have to do is hit the retract all jacks button, all your jacks retract. But say you forget you have your jacks down, you're trying to take off on the road. As soon as you release your parking brake as a failsafe, your jacks will retract back up automatically. Now, we have added in the multiplex wiring control system by Firefly. So what that is all your wiring, all your lights, all your slide out buttons, all the wiring is fed up through this sidewall right here and plugged into this panel. So everything is controlled right from here, and it's extremely easy to use, and it's so convenient. It also has a mobile app. When you go to the settings, you hit the mobile app, download Vega Touch Mira, and you control everything in your motorhome from your cell phone. I have a video on this in my channel where you can go further into detail. But something else that's cool is this has a Bluetooth connection with different panels all over the motorhome. One you see down there that actually operate that area of the motorhome. So you still have the capability to hit the switches in the kitchen, the bedroom, the front area, and you can control everything extremely easily. And those do detach from the wall, so that way you can take them with you or maneuver them if you go sit on the couch. It's extremely nice. Your dinette is going to be a plush dinette. You have seat belts on the forward-facing seat, but we do have storage underneath both front and rear seats. And how this works is this table just drops down, you put the back cushions on top of that, and you just made your bed. And more natural light through that window right there. But you do get outlets underneath the dinette, so if you do want to charge your phone while you're sitting, you can do that. And take a look at this kitchen area. Beautiful cabinetry and all residential appliances. So you have a residential stainless steel convection microwave. You get solid surface countertops and the countertop extension there. Your sink is going to be a double bowl stainless steel sink. Beautiful design, but we do have the retractable gooseneck faucet, so that way when you're washing your dishes, you can actually wash everything with ease. And you can have one side for dirty, one side for clean. Another window there in the kitchen, as with the pop-up power station. So if you have your appliances, you can plug them all in right there, and you do have additional outlets underneath the cabinetry here. Now, your oven is going to be one induction burner with 2 gas burners. What I really like is induction is a great technology. It is controlled heat. It's an electric heat, so you got to get the special pan that draws the heat out. But if you have kids running around here and they stick their hands on this, it's not going to burn them because you need that pan to draw the heat. And it's a much more concentrated heat, so you can get water to a boil in 90 seconds, make quick mac and cheese, and just be done. But we still get the 2 burners, so that way you have that capability as well if that's what you prefer. But we have actual tile backsplashes here on 2 sides of that oven. Cabinetry space down below, so plenty of storage for pots and pans. If you got silverware, remotes, you can fit everything in here. Larger items, longer items, we get a ton of storage. Then another space here for your trash can. 2 furnace outlets, as with another outlet. We do get this great fan above the kitchen as well. Also, take a look at your beautiful Whirlpool refrigerator with freezer that has an ice maker in it as well. And just so you know how it works, you have a little hinge here that when you're driving you close, so that way your doors don't swing open, damaging anything. We'll go inside your bathroom here, and what you'll notice is you have a ceramic toilet with a foot flush, cabinetry up top, a beautiful medicine cabinet with a mirror, stainless steel sink, and another cabinet for storage down below. You've got electrical outlets, another Bluetooth control panel, and here's something I want to show you. This is the module for your tankless water heater. So you turn the system on, set your temperature. Whenever you turn on your water, it heats up the temperature you set it at. Another thing I want to show you is you have air in, air out, and heat in. So a fully ventilated bathroom. So whenever you're in the bathroom, whoever's in the kitchen cooking, they're not going to smell what's going on in here. Your shower here, beautiful design, stainless steel appliance right there. And also you have the skylight above for extra headroom. But we have an actual solid shower door, so that way you don't have any curtains. It's a much sharper look, easier to clean, and it has the lock for when you are driving. Now your bathroom has an awesome feature in it called the 360 siphon. And what that is ventilation from your black tank up through your roof, which allows all the bad air to go out through your roof, creating a constant draw of bad air out, which eliminates any of the fumes coming up through your P-traps, giving you a fresh scent inside your motorhome at all times. You don't get any of that waste smell when you come in on a hot day. Most importantly, we have the bunks. So the bunks themselves are extremely spacious. I'm right at 6 feet and I fit perfectly in here. But you do get LED lighting and windows in both bunks. But most importantly, you do have TVs with DVD players in both bunks. So if you do have kids and they want to watch their own movies, they can do so. They don't have to fight over what movie they watch, which is extremely convenient, and I wish I had that when I was younger. Now, to the back bedroom, you actually have a wooden pocket door to close off the bedroom. But in here, we're going to have an actual king-size bed, and that is a king standard. So that way, we can actually give you a walk-around bed and dinettes or nightstands, I apologize, on both sides of the bed. Now you're going to have outlets on both sides of the bed, as with USB chargers. So you can plug your cell phone, and if you have CPAPs, whatever, you can plug everything in. Also, you have your radio controller there for your speakers, and you have speakers underneath the cabinets, which you see there. But let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4 cabinets on top of the bed. 2 cabinets on your nightstands. And then we have 2 giant wardrobe spaces for hangers. 4 drawers on the left, 4 drawers underneath, and then 3 more drawers at the bottom, and another furnace outlet. So a ton of space to store your clothing and other articles, whatever you may have. And that TV does pop open for more storage space. So if you have a DVD player, PlayStation, Xbox, VCR, whatever it is, you can plug it all in right there. A new feature with the 2020 Omni is the WineGuard Connect 2.0. So this motorhome is 4G LTE and Wi-Fi ready. And WineGuard has this new plan that is actually extremely convenient because it is unlimited data for 12 months, and it's offered for $360 through WineGuard. Or if you don't want to do the 1-year subscription, you could try it out, which is only $25 a month for 30 days. And that's 5 gigabytes of data. And how it works is when you want to set up, you download the WineGuard Connected app. You scan your QR code, which is right here, and it walks you through step by step the purchasing process and gets you Wi-Fi in your motorhome. And it's extremely convenient, extremely useful in today's world where everybody wants to be connected no matter where they are. Now that we're up on the roof, one thing I want to point out is the roofing material itself is a one-piece TPO roof. So it's a fully wrapped roof. And TPO stands for thermopolyolefin. It's a mixture between a vinyl and a plastic. But it's nice because it's non-porous and UV resistant, so it'll never break down over time and you don't have to coat it. This right here is the plugs for your solar panel itself. We've got the chimneys for our 360 siphons, which will ventilate the black tanks. But up front, what I'll show you is the dome for the new WineGuard Connect 2.0. In there is the 4G LTE hotspot. But also inside that is the new Omni antenna. Now the Omni antenna is a 360-degree antenna for your TV, so that way it picks up signal from all directions. You no longer have the manual adjuster inside the motorhome that you have to rotate to get a good signal. Here's the benefit of having that wrapped roofing. You have no seams along the sides. Now the cab itself is absolutely wicked. It's the XLT package, so you get power adjustable leather driver and passenger seats with adjustable armrests. You get these 3 cup holders in the middle and 2 cell phone holders. What I think is the coolest thing is we keep it in the Ford Sync 3 infotainment center. So you get push to talk, a lot of the higher end, more tech features, but you also have Apple CarPlay. I don't know another motorhome out there that has Apple CarPlay, yet alone a lot of vehicles today still don't have this. And this is a huge feature because you can plug in your phone, connect your phone, you can text on here, call on here, you got Sirius XM, here's your phone settings, you got navigation, more apps, and there's so many features you can do in here, and it's just so awesome to actually have. Now, you get larger knobs for your volume controls, your tuners, your AC, so if you have gloves on or anything, you can adjust them pretty easily. And you have USB outlets down below. Brake controllers, emergency starts, fog lights. Another cell phone holder over top, and is large, so if you have a cup holder or a larger item you want to throw in there, you can. And we talked about how your side view and rear view mirrors, or cameras, are integrated through this rear view camera right here. So whenever you engage your blinker, your blind spot's shown right there. I got the cargo door open, so that's kind of what you're saying right there. But as default, it's always going to be shown in the rear, so you'll see whatever you're towing. That does have one-way audio, so if somebody's spotting you, you can hear them telling you back up, stop. And it's extremely awesome to have. Okay, your lights up top, but you also have these 6 auxiliary switches, whether you have strobe lights, winches, you want to have any aftermarket items you want to add in, you have that already tied in right there. Now your gauge cluster is pretty sweet because you have 2 main gauges and then you have an LED screen that you can kind of cycle through a lot of different features. And what's really cool is you can see your front and your rear fuel. your depth gauge. Just play around with a lot of different things. You also have a manual fuel level that you can just kind of see the basic overview. We also added an Mobileye collision avoidance system, so it has a lane assist, adaptive cruise control, pedestrian cross traffic, high beam assist, a lot of features that are very beneficial for a motorhome. Now there is the adjust features for your side view mirrors. But here, take a look. The XLT package, you get that soft touch material on the door. It just gives you such a nice look. A lot of storage space for whatever you have with you.